Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well. I am buzzing, I am flipping amazed at what I am about to tell you guys. I honestly, look, yesterday I told you guys, if anyone had told me that Roman Abramovich's 1000th game, which is this weekend, would be Frank Lampard's Chelsea against Jose Mourinho's Tottenham, both sides top of the table, fighting it out at Stamford Bridge, I would have said you needed to go to a mental asylum. And that's what I said yesterday. Now, if someone yesterday had told me what I am about to tell you now, I would have said you need to be put into a mental asylum. But then again, here we are. It's amazing what can happen in 24 hours, isn't it? Now, before we get into today's nitty gritty and today's news that I am about to amaze your lives with, I am going to ask you guys, if you are new, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded, and smash the like button for me as it helps me out a lot. I appreciate your support. Thank you very, very much. I don't need to say anything else really. We're just gonna go straight in. What's the headline, mate? Let's check it out. Chelsea set date for David Alaba transfer talks with agent as Thiago Silva decision made. Chelsea are set to hold transfer talks with the agent of Bayern Munich defender David Alaba. I'm speechless. You know, if anyone tried to say last transfer window, Chelsea didn't win that window. Chelsea, they signed a 36-year-old Thiago Silva. Nah. 28-year-old David Alaba. What are you saying?
You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you?
Let's read more into the detail because this is going to get tasty. Chelsea are reportedly in the running for David Alaba and the Blues will make a move for his services at the turn of the year. The Bayern Munich man will enter the final 6 months of his contract in January, meaning he will be free to speak with other clubs and sign a pre-contract agreement. Alaba is set to follow in the footsteps of former teammate Thiago Alcantara by moving on at the end of his current deal. The 28-year-old has won 2 Champions League titles during his 12-year stay in Bavaria, but now feels the time is right for a new challenge. He is a player who has attracted interest from Liverpool and Arsenal in the past, but it now appears Chelsea are ready to pursue a deal and bring him to the Premier League. According to Bild's Christian Falk, the Blues are set to sit down with the player's agent, Pini Zahavi, in January with contract talks penciled in. Oh, I love the sound of that. Oh, I love it. I love the sound of that. Let's check out Christian Falk and what he actually said because he reported this on Twitter. So let's go to Christian Falk. This is what's come out from him. True. Massive green tick. Alaba. Agent Pini Zahavi plans to start talks in January with Chelsea FC about a transfer of David Alaba. Also on his list, PSG. So, David Alaba, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say on this one. I really wasn't expecting this. David Alaba, who apparently has come to a little bit of a roadblock with Bayern Munich. Why? Because they haven't been able to agree a new deal. His contract ends at the end of the season. That's why he is a free agent after his contract ends at the end of the season, which means that if we do begin talks with him in January, which we are legally able to do as demonstrated and said in the article, in the last few months of his contract, we are able to talk to the player and he's able to sign a pre-contract agreement if he wishes to. So Chelsea are in a fantastic position, not just because we might acquire the services of a player like David Alaba, but for free! We don't spend a penny! Do you understand this? We do not spend a penny for David Alaba. Liverpool were interested, Arsenal were interested, other clubs wanted him. They didn't happen. He was under contract. Now he's coming to the end of his contract. Chelsea Marina swooping right in, going, "Oi, you, come to us now." And all of a sudden, boom, free transfer for David Alaba, 28 years old. And the last couple of videos, I did illustrate to you guys, and I did tell you guys that Chelsea are interested in signing a young but experienced central defender. Now, David Alaba isn't exactly young. He's not 18. He's not 20. He's not 22, right? He's 28. So he's still got quite a bit left in the tank, especially as a centre-back. As a centre-back, I can see another 4 or 5 years out of him. Easy. He's 28 years old. We get him at 29, 30, 31, 32, and then maybe we can begin to talk about him reaching on. But even then, John Terry went on. Look at Thiago Silva at 36 years old. I mean, it doesn't mean the end of the world, really. As a centre-back, you can reach old age and still perform at a very high level. So, on a free transfer, this would be fantastic. Now, the reason why he had a little clash at Bayern Munich to try and agree a new contract was apparently they haven't been able to agree a salary. And the salary that he is demanding at Bayern Munich is in the region of £280,000 a week. So that is the roadblock. That is the reason why nothing has happened and why he hasn't signed a new deal and why now a free transfer is looking very, very likely. Bayern Munich don't want to pay that much money in terms of a salary. I can understand, especially in the times that we're in at the moment. Chelsea Football Club, though, I don't know how we're going to work ourselves around this one. It would be quite an achievement, and I really mean quite an achievement, especially someone like Alaba. We're talking top-tier quality here, ladies and gentlemen. If anyone even thinks this is a bad deal, you need to reevaluate. You really need to reevaluate. This is as good as they come. On a free transfer, Alaba, it's unbelievable. The only thing is obviously his salary. How are Chelsea going to try and work themselves around this? To try and get a lesser fee in terms of a salary done to agree a deal for him to come to Chelsea? Is he going to demand somewhere in the region of that? To be honest, if it was up to me, 28 years old, Bayern Munich, depending on the money that he's on at the moment, it's easy to say because we're not really in charge of the football club, are we? I mean, well, technically, the fans run the clubs, the old saying. But 280 grand a week, it's excessive. It's excessive. I think if we can try and come to a consensus with his agent and him to try and agree a deal in the region of 220, 250 tops, if we do that, fantastic. Free transfer, because you have to realise we're not spending a penny on getting him to the club. This is where Chelsea make a benefit. We're going to pay him a wage regardless. Say if he was really under contract, 2-3 years to go on his contract, and we went in for Alaba, and we had to try and buy him from Bayern Munich. How much would he cost? His current market value is £56 million. Now that is just market value. If you're talking about negotiations, trying to get the best deal out of this, and trying to get the highest fee possible in terms of inflation, other deals happening at the same time compared to other players that are leaving for high prices, all of that comes into factor. Alaba would have to cost in the region of 80 million. It would have to. When you got players like Maguire moving for 80, I mean, Alaba, come on. At 28 years old, it's ridiculous. From Bayern Munich, it would be a massive fee. So you have to realise, we're not spending. It's a free deal. So if he's asking for 280 grand a week, that money that we would normally spend to try and get someone to the club, well, boom, it just moves over to the wage bill, and we don't even end up spending that much. It's a fantastic deal. It's a fantastic deal. So, to be honest, I think the best that we can try and do with this is if we do speak to his agent and to him as the player and go, look, 250 grand, you can move to the Premier League and then just try and sell London to him as much as possible because London has loads to offer, especially for someone with money. Believe me, I've said this for ages and to my friends, family and all that. If you have money, if you are loaded, London is the best place on earth to be. Hands down. You got everything here. You got everything. If you got money, oh my God, the sky's the limit, right? The sky's the limit. Now, if you don't have money, you're restricted and things are expensive. London is an expensive city. But if you got dollar, oh my God, mate, just head to London. So we can try and go on that wavelength and try and sell London and the project and Frank Lampard and Thiago Silva and all them lot. We can do all of that to him, yeah? We can do all of that. And I really think if he was to come to Stamford Bridge, if Alaba was to sign for Chelsea on a free deal, well, we haven't got a centre-back problem anymore, that's for sure. And on top of that, he can play as a left-back. If we need to rest Chilwell, hey, Alaba, move into left-back, please. Thank you very much, sir. Very easy. We got centre-backs. It's not a problem. So we can fill in for centre-backs if we need to rotate. But Alaba, double duty. And look where he's coming from. Won 2 Champions Leagues. He's a winner. He wins titles. He's part of a Bayern Munich group where he was one of the cornerstones of that Bayern Munich team. He's one of the leading men there. I mean, this is bonkers. If we pull this deal off, if we don't do it this season, next season we'll win in the Premier League title. It's done. It's done. And that's how I'm going to end the video. We're ending it on a good note. This season or next season, you heard it here first, Chelsea will be Premier League champions. Simple as that. Now, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. Now, be sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button for me, as it helps me out a lot. Now, remember, tomorrow you will be getting your preview for Chelsea versus Tottenham. Chelsea versus Spurs. Frank Lampard versus Jose. 2 London teams at the top of the table. It's going to be mayhem. I will give you the preview to that game tomorrow. So make sure you are subscribed and you have your notification bell on, so you'll be notified when I've uploaded, and I will see all of you then. Thank you all so much for watching. Look after yourself. See you tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care and peace.